Ladies and gentlemen, welcome one and all to the first ever actual podcast thing that's going to be on the channel. I did one a while ago, but I removed it because I couldn't be bothered with it. Um, the main reason I'm doing this is because I did some behind the scenes footage for the GTA 5 online stuff. And by behind the scenes footage, I mean like some stuff that I wasn't supposed to be recording, but I recorded. So you know how I did my progressiony things. Um, so the footage should be in the background of it now. Um, but yeah, so that means like throughout this, I'm not really going to be talking about the footage because I haven't got the footage up because I couldn't be bothered editing it. Um, but currently, I'm actually checking out games that have been announced for this year. The main game that I'm looking forward to is the new co-op Prison Break game, A Way Out, because it looks really freaking cool, and I haven't read into it yet. But it looks like an amazing game because it's a co-op game, and I love co-op games because if you know me, you know that I played Portal 2 co-op by myself and have successfully completed it. In fact, um, yeah, it's fully like a co-op game. Um, like where you play as like two different characters. I'm currently reading into it now. Leo and Vincent, two men don't know each other but will have to learn to work together no matter what the situation. They need to find a way to break out of prison and to get continue on together beyond the prison walls. So it's basically a game where like you're trying to escape prison, and then once you escape prison, you still have to work together. So together embark on a journey where they will live many memorable action moments together, car chases, stealth passages, melee fights, shootouts, and many more. Yeah, it looks like they're going to do that cool thing that happened in the 80s Batman, like with Adam West, where basically, because I can't remember the scene, but like Batman and Robin were kind of like in this thing and they had to like go back to back and then walk up the wall, and it was cool. Best scene in like old school TV history. Uh, there we are. Get to know Leo and Vincent, currently reading into this, like I said. As they start to reach a common goal, you will be able to know more about their lives, who they are, the people they care for. Yeah, because in the trailer it showed like one of them has a wife and like a child that's just been born, and the main thing I want to know is like how they ended up in in prison. An amazing thing is it was made by the people who made a Brother A Tale of Two Sons. In Brothers A Tale of Two Sons, a game which I would really would have played. I've got it on Steam, but I can't play it because the main boss is a spider. It's a really good game because it's like, oh yeah, um, you play through it as two separate characters, and it's really cool because it's like, oh, you play as like the older brother, and like he has to help the younger brother out, and then at the end it's like the older brother dies, which is a spoiler, I'm sorry, and then the younger brother has to make his way back through the way that you came, and it's like, you know, but yeah, it's being developed by Hazelight and being published by EA. And I never say this about EA games unless it's Battlefield, which Battlefield has been going downhill recently, but it was saved by one. Um, and like, they basically EA aren't really my go-to guys for games, but this game looks like it will be one of the best ones I've ever produced. So it's local online split screen co-op, no single player, which will be a problem for a lot of people. Uh, the good thing is it will be on PC, and that's the main thing I can't wait for because I mainly play my games on PC. Uh, but yeah, there's so many games coming out this year. In fact, the new Spider-Man game looks alright, but I'm not one for Spider-Man games because you cannot get better than Spider-Man 2, I think it was, because the web swinging was amazing. Um, and like the new Amazing Spider-Man game, well, when I say new, I mean the ones that came out a while ago for the Amazing Spider-Man movies, they sucked. I disliked those games severely. And like with uh what should we call it? With the new Spider-Man Homecoming that's came out, actually, it came out a couple of days ago. Uh, It came out last week, I think, and I still have yet to see it. But like they basically got the Spider-Man from that movie and then just changed like the black things in his suit for white instead. And it's like, yeah, it's basically just a Spider-Man game that they're trying to make like the movie, so people are like, oh yeah, I want to basically see the Spider-Man movie, but go through it where I can actually do stuff. It doesn't look good in my personal opinion. Like, don't get me wrong, it looks beautiful. It looks like they got a handle on like the whole Spider-Man thing. Just it doesn't seem like it will be a big game. Oh yeah, the new God of War. Uh, that looks like it's going to be amazing. I'm not a big God of War fan, but I do love God of War. That's why I love the fact that I have Mortal Kombat 9 on PS3 because you get given you get given Kratos for free. Um, like the main reason people love God of War is uh, the sex scenes and whatnot that were added to the game. Um, but yeah, like so basically it's like the return of Kratos, and it's coming out in 2018, unfortunately, but it's like really cool. Like most of the artwork for it shows Kratos with a beard, and we never thought we'd see Kratos with hair, and like he has a child following him, and I can't be bothered reading into the story because I'm just looking at pictures and skim reading. Um, but it looks really cool, and that actually gives me something forward, like something to look forward to in this area, even though I don't have a PS4 and I'm not going to buy one. The new Destiny is coming out. I'm not a huge Destiny fan. I mean, I have played through most of like the first Destiny game. In fact, I have a recording for it soon. Probably when I say soon, I mean when I feel like it, because I've just thrown my uploading schedule out the window at this point. But like it looks like they've basically improved what Destiny's going to be about. Um, like and improved a lot of mechanics, most likely because that's what you do with sequels. But yeah, unfortunately, FIFA 18 has not been announced, but we all know it's gonna be released anyway because EA are just a bunch of idiots that can't just release one FIFA disc and constantly update it because that would save them a lot more money than just recreating all that stuff. And yeah, sure, they won't make money, but so what? Like, you technically will with the more people that want to buy the FIFA disc. I say disc singular. And it'll be much easier and stuff. That's why I hate it. But yeah, Legend of Zelda: Breath of the Wild, two DLCs that have came out. It looks like they're going to be really cool. I haven't read into these DLCs whatsoever. I think I may have caught a snippet of one of them, and it looks like it looks like these two DLCs might actually be cool. So the Master Trials, yeah, that's where you improve the Master Sword, I think. Yeah, the Master Trials has a new hard mode difficulty, right? New armor and masks, inspired by Pascal's Legend of Zelda game. So, for those of you who don't know, my favorite Legend of Zelda game is Majora's Mask due to how creepy it was and how beautiful it was, and the whole moon crashing down on Earth. And I guess Master Trials, because it said it will add some masks, that looks really cool. Uh, and a travel medallion. I thought that's a time travel medallion. So let's say set your own fast travel points. So that'll be cool. So you can set fast travel points like in the center of a city rather than going to like um, what was the town called? I forgot what it's called. But there's like a town in Legend of Zelda that you build, like that you help build. I forgot what it's called. I want to say Cap Town or Cape Town or whatever, but I forgot what it's called. But yeah, like it's probably gonna make so instead of having to go to the nearest shrine and then paragliding down, you can just travel there. Yeah, so a new hard, more difficulty setting. Yep, new armor and masks, like I've mentioned. The travel of the sword, yeah, that basically improves the master sword because I've seen that. Like it gives a permanent upgrade, I don't know what the permanent upgrade does, and I'm hoping that it basically means that the Master Sword becomes the Master Sword because it currently isn't the Master Sword. Uh, and the second DLC, the Champions Ballad, alright, will pack center on. Yep, both Mifa, Daruka, and Rivali. Yep, the Champions Ballad will. Oh, so the champions will get their own amiibos, right? I have no idea what the frick the Master Ballad is though. Right. Um, Here's my thing with Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild is that, in my personal opinion, it's one of the saddest games in Legend of Zelda, other than Skyward Sword, because everyone cried at the end of Skyward Sword. I mean, who wouldn't? It was beautiful. Um, is that the fact that all like the main companions in the game are like dead in a sense, and like all like people who you remember from previous games are on the brink of death and whatnot. Let's draw attention to another game that has just caught my eye on this E3 page I'm looking at. Call of Duty World War Two. For those of you who know me, you know that I'm not a big Call of Duty fan. In fact, my favorite Call of Duty game is actually Black Ops 2 because it's the only one that I've bothered giving my time. Like, it's the only Call of Duty game that I've put my most time into, like on Steam and on PS3. It's not my favorite first person shooter. My favorite first person shooter, I guess, would be like Rainbow Six Siege, but like Call of Duty games, I'm not a huge fan of, because like don't get me wrong, it does look like it will probably be good, but ever since Call of Duty began copying off EA because like Titanfall. They literally copied off Titanfall with the whole, oh yeah, here is fast movement with exosuits and whatnot, with propulsion systems and giant robots you can jump into. Because they added that during Infinite Warfare, then they put wall running in and everything, and that's why I dislike the games that came out after Black Ops 2. So yeah, pretty much that's why I'm not as psyched for this game. But like, it basically looks like, because it says we're going to get a definitive World War Two campaign. This feels like it's going to be like kind of a counter to EA's Battlefield One, where it's going to be like, ha, fuck you. You may have a game about World War One, but we're releasing another game about World War Two because like World at War was about World War Two. I'm pretty sure, if memory serves correctly. In fact, um, most of the Call of Duty games involve World War Two in some way. Um, yeah. Okay, the multiplayer. Right. I can't learn anything else about the campaign, unfortunately. So let's read into the multiplayer. So it looks like we're going to be getting different types of things. So we get like a game mode. So we get war mode, which is basically work as a team to defeat the enemy, but it is narrative driven, which will be stupid. Right. So you get put in iconic World War Two battles, allied on Axis forces clashing, team driven assault and defend missions. So it's basically just like team deathmatch, but you know, whatever. So the weapons, well, I like how I'm skipping that. Divisions. Let's read into divisions. Divisions fundamentally redefines how players invest in their multiplayer career, reimagining the creator class system. Players choose from 5 iconic World War II divisions, each with specific basic combat training. Division training and weapon skills. This streamlined approach to multiplayer gives players the ability to reinforce their individual playstyles while dominating the enemy in the world's greatest conflict. I don't get any of that. So I'm guessing it's kind of going to be like, oh yes, you're in an ace. Wait, I think these are all the divisions actually. Yeah, these are all the divisions, right? So we get the exceptionary, the infantry, the airborne, the arm. All right, so like airborne, I'm guessing will probably be air vehicles, even though Call of Duty don't have vehicles. Mountain and yeah, those are. Oh yeah, and armored. I think I mentioned them, but yeah, I would read into the. Wait, let me just see. I can't be bothered putting in my date of birth and everything to watch a freaking YouTube clip about these. So like the weapons that are being added are definitely World War One. I mean World War Two ones. So we got the ice pick, the M1, Garand, the grease gun, which sounds like that would be fun and pack a lot of lightning. But the M1 903. Pretty much, this is a war fanatic, like a World War Two fanatic's wet dream. Um, so score streaks, we get carpet bombing, which because I play a lot of worms, I love carpet bombs. Flamethrower, I was about to mistake it for a blowtorch, like I usually do when playing worms. The fighter pilot, we got the glide bomb, mortar strike, artillery barrage, and that looks like all the score streaks that they currently have. I have no idea what types of map we're getting. Oh, I think these are the current maps that they have, like, to the public. Pointe du Hoc, I have no idea what that is. Uh, Ardennes Forest and Operation Breakout. I'm guessing those are game modes actually. Um, but yeah, I'm not psyched for this as much as many like die-hard Call of Duty fans would be. Um, but yeah, unfortunately, you can only read into the multiplayer. I thought I could read into the zombies because zombies is the thing that I spend most of my time on Call of Duty, no matter how scared I get when first playing it. But yeah, so read into most of the popular stuff. Oh, Metroid Prime 4. Uh, this actually looks really interesting because I'm not a huge Metroid fan ever since it was like, oh yeah, um, Metroid is now about how Samus is a mother, apparently. Um, because I don't get how like because I can't remember which one, but the like one of the last Metroid games was like, oh yeah, this is going to become crazy because like it's going to be like, oh Samus is a mother for some reason, who can't protect children, and yeah, so I'm not going to bother reading into Metroid Prime 4 because Metroid's just went downhill like all other Nintendo games that aren't Legend of Zelda, unless we count Legend of Zelda: The Wand of Garmillion or Legend of Zelda 2, because those games were freaking horrible. So, um, Far Cry 5, that looks like it's going to be a good game because now they've actually added customization to like the main character, and plus, uh, like the full game can be played co-op. The full game is played cooperatively, and that like can be played cooperatively, and that's the good thing, because uh, you could only play certain points in past games like with a bit of co-op and everything. Um, so I'm like Beyond Good and Evil 2. I thought that was gonna be a Beyond Two Souls reboot or like sequel. It says that's gonna be like some Space Marine game or something. Um, we're also getting a Mario and Rabbids game. I don't know what Skull and Bones is. Let me check. It's a Ubisoft game, so I doubt it's gonna be good. Um, so let's just see this. Skull and Bones. This is probably gonna be a Kane and Lynch parody, in my personal opinion. Oh no, wait, it's a pirate sim. I completely forgot. I don't remember if I remember announced that before, but of piracy, a time when renegade captains command the most powerful weapons on Earth. Warships, yep, 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 yep. Uh, so pretty much it's just Assassin's Creed 4, but with more pirating and less glitchy game mechanics that no one cares about because it like the pirating part was amazing. In fact, speaking of Assassin's Creed, we're also getting a new Assassin's Creed Origins. I'm not a huge fan of Assassin's Creed. In fact, like I mentioned, Assassin's Creed 4 was amazing, and Assassin's Creed 2 is good as well. The new Assassin's Creeds are bad, but Origins looks like it's gonna add a lot of good stuff. Unfortunately, though, they've added crafting. But a good thing is that like now when enemies drop weapons, you can keep them. You don't start with hidden blades, which is unfortunate. You have to like craft them or find them or whatever. But the thing that I like is that they're showing where eagle vision came from. That's because apparently the main character sends an eagle up into the air, which scours the area for you, which is basically just the drone mechanic from Watch Dogs 2. And they've improved like takedown, like stealth takedown. So now you could do like take down two people at once. You could like go behind someone, choke them out, and then throw a knife at someone else. But they've improved the combat, so it's less of a like cameras in one place, and you could just sit there and counter the entire time, which is how I play most of my games. Um, in fact, I used to have old Batman Arkham City footage of me just start there screaming counter, counter, counter. But it's less interesting than my Shadow of Mordor footage, which just me going die, 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 die. Um, so yeah, it feels like it's gonna be crap though, in my personal opinion. Um, so Age of Empires is finally coming to PC. Forza Motorsport 7 is on PC. Uh, so Lawbreakers from the Gears of War creator. Ooh. I want to check this because this looks like a great, like sounds like a great game. Um, Lawbreakers, yeah. Uh, so yeah, oh, it's gonna be released around about August-ish, 2017. Um, so yeah, uh, previously known under the codename Blue Streak. It's an upcoming first-person shooter video game developed by Boss Key Productions and published by Nexon. The game is released worldwide on August 8th, 2017 for Microsoft Windows and PlayStation 4. Uh, limited run limited run games will help distribute on physical media. Uh, it's set to be free to play. Ooh, but in March 2016, Boss Key announced at the gate that they had abandoned the format in favor of pay to play release. Okay, so it's probably just going to be pay to play game. Then wow, I hate those types of games. After a public demo of the shoot took place at 2016 PAX East Game Festival in Boston, Lawbreakers began closed alpha and beta testing on June 30th, 2017. Boss Key released an open beta on Steam. I didn't know about this, and it literally lasted until what, July 5th, which was about a week or two ago from today, which is sad. So yeah, Nintendo Switch is getting Elder Scrolls 5 Skyrim. Um, I don't know how good that's going to be because Skyrim is a beautiful game, no matter how many spiders there are. But like Skyrim is known for being like a beautiful game, and basically Skyrim remastered on consoles, just Skyrim for PC, and all they did on PC was just improve a couple bugs. Um, but nonetheless, it's good to know that Nintendo are finally playing in the big boys league by getting awesome games like that. Wolfenstein 2. I'm not a huge Wolfenstein fan, or Wolfenstein. I'm pretty sure it's Stein. Yeah. No, Wolfenstein. It would be Wolfenstein. But yeah, the Evil Within 2, yet again, no huge fan of that. Fallout VR and Doom VFR. Also, basically, we're gonna get an awesome Fallout 4 VR thing, even though the freaking bugs in Fallout scare me. And Doom also gets a VR, which looks like it would basically scare the crap out of anyone. So that'll be fun. Microsoft announced some stuff at E3 as well. The Xbox One X, which I don't care about, um, is the official name of Project Scorpio. Yeah, we all knew that. It's going to be priced at $499 dollars. No, not pounds, dollars. And it goes on sale in November 7th. Okay. Original Xbox games will be backwards compatible. I don't know what that means. Um, yeah, I don't care about any of that because I'm not a console scrub. Yes. Oh, FIFA 18 did get a trailer. Wow. Star Wars Battlefront 2, I'm not that excited for it, but it seems like it'll be good. Madden, not a huge fan of. Need for Speed Payback, inspired by Fast and Furious. That's a good thing. We need more Fast and Furious-esque games because the movies are pretty good. Um, and I don't know what Anthem is. I wanna check that. Uh, Anthem. Yeah, I'm honestly checking this. Uh, so this is a EA game. Yeah, it's an EA game. Uh, ooh, this looks Mass Effect slash Destiny slash Titanfall-ish. I All right, venture into journey in the world of this action. Oh, in this shared world of action RPG, you and friends are freelancers. The bold few was courageous to leave civilization behind, explorers. So basically, we're those guys from Red versus Blue, as in we're going to be cool mercenaries with black armor. Up to 4 players band together to take on whatever perils you discover as a heroic team. As your friends support you in your journey, so do your victories and rewards benefit your friends. Okay, so it's going to be one of those types of games. Rise to any challenge, wield an arsenal of javelin exosuits. So we're going to have javelins. That's going to be cool. Each equipped with unique weapons and abilities, customize them with gear, and you earn a craft, then use them to fly, leap, and climb through continuous overworld. Oh, so it's like going to be neuromods and whatnot from Prey. I like how I said that. It's going to be like the runes from Dishonored. Pretty much, I'm guessing, like as you progress through the game, you're going to find things to add to your suit and character to upgrade yourself, and then yeah, experience massive world-altering occurrences like shaper storms, fight savage beasts and ruthless marauders, delve forgotten. So like the scenery of it looks like Titanfall 2, and that's the basic vibe I'm getting off this. Uh, your power grows with every step into the unknown, whether plunder, revenge, or glory lures you onward. Your choices will irretrievably change you and the world around you. Yeah, this looks like it will be a decent game. So let's see what else. Uh, I think that's actually. Oh no, wait. There's 3 pages uh, on this website about E3 things. Like, but it's got an okay. So what's Nintendo up to other than a new Mario game? So yeah, the Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild we already talked about. Super Mario Odyssey, I don't give a damn. Splatoon 2, no, I disliked the first one because it looked horrible. I was about to say crap, but I said horrible instead. Can you believe it? Um, so yeah. Let's see. Uh, yeah. Let's see what Sony's up to. Sony has developed a knack for show stopping E3. Oh, I thought it meant knack as in like the game that they made. Uh, oh wait. Oh, wait. I think it might be. Oh no, a remake of Final Fantasy VII. Oh no, Final Fantasy. I think Final Fantasy VII was my least favorite one because they got rid of Cloud and whatnot. Shenmue. I don't even know what Shenmue 3 is. I didn't even know that was the first one. Yeah, the new God of War. We all love God of War. Horizon Zero Dawn. I dislike that. Uh, ooh, there's going to be an appearance from Hideo Kojima, one of my most favorite game developers, because I freaking love Metal Gear. Um, in fact, I might check see if we might be getting any Metal Gears this year. Microsoft, what are they up to? Just Xbox things. They're not giving a damn about the PC. Uh, yeah. So let's check out if there's going to be any new Metal Gear games. I doubt there will be, but oh no, Wait, Metal Gear Survive actually. That was yeah, that was a thing that was announced a while ago. Um, yeah, Metal Gear Survive on the Konami website. Uh, right, let's get my country on up. I need to enter my freaking birthday. I'm actually willing to do this for Metal Gear because I'm a huge Metal Gear Solid fan. Because for those of you who don't know, the first ever video on this channel was actually Metal Gear Solid Rising Revengeance. No matter how bad of a game it is, uh, God damn it, I for some reason can't enter the website, and not because I'm considered too young. um, oh, you can't go on Konami's official website. Konami Digital Entertainment. Yep. Uh, oh, yeah, because Hideo Kojima left Konami in 2015. So it takes place between Metal Gear Solid, Ground Zeroes, and the Phantom Pain. Ground Zeroes was like the whole demo thing for Phantom Pain, and Metal Gear Solid 5, the Phantom Pain was like the main game and stuff. I actually have both. Yeah, following the evacuation of Big Boss and Kazuhira Miller from besieged Mother Base, a wormhole opens in the sky and dissolves an offshore plant, as well as remaking. So basically, the game is about how while Big Boss was in his whole coma thing, a giant portal like opens up in the sky and takes an entire base, and like it's basically going to be like he's in another dimension trying to survive. It's the whole name of the game, Metal Gear Survive. uh and why can't I just please, Konami, you never let me down before. I like how I say that, even though, like, I mean, come on, Raiden, really. And don't get me started about Metal Gear Rising Revengeance again. So yeah, like Metal Gear Survive looks pretty cool. Oh, let's actually talk about some GTA 5 news. Um, because something stupid that Rockstar have done is that they have stopped modding. They've got, yeah, I'm literally saying this because I just went on news, and it was done by the BBC as well. Yeah, player protests force change on GTA 5 mod kit. Yeah, because GTA basically, like, Rockstar got rid of modding in total, even though Open 4 or OpenIV, a modding like site which only affected story mode, it didn't affect multiplayer. And how Rockstar get all their money is from multiplayer. And I forgot to put my phone on silent. I actually discovered this news about a month or two ago, because I was just scrolling through the internet and I found a Nerdcube video which was like, oh yeah, GTA 5 modding, and I was like, all right, then let's check this out. And it turns out that, yeah, Rockstar have gotten rid of modding, and it's a sad thing because I'm currently doing my third playthrough of the story. Unfortunately, because I had to do it twice on console, because one time just reset everything, like if it was Battlefield 4. Um, and thingy on PC, it, like, I'm currently halfway through the story. Uh, and once I was done with the story, I was going to start modding because I couldn't be bothered like modding straight away because I wanted to at least get a decent way through the game and reminisce. Uh, but yeah, so pretty much, GTA 5 has gone to the crapper now because if you check my recording plan, you'll see that I had plans to do. If I actually pull it up now, um, because I have huge, like, it's a huge notepad of recording stuff, but um, like, because a couple recordings I have to do is like Worms Armageddon, Naruto, because I have a Naruto game on console, Batman Arkham City, and I don't know why that has a date on it. I got rid of all the dates on this when I threw my uploading schedule out the window, but along the way, there's actually a plan for me to do some GTA 5 mods, and I've got like 3 GTA 5 mod video plan thing. And yeah, so it's stupid. It's stupid how Rockstar are like, yeah, we're gonna get rid of mods now. But yeah, I quite enjoy GTA 5 nonetheless. Like, Grand Theft Auto was one of the first games I ever played. Like, because the first console I got was a PlayStation 2, and along with it came a really old copy of GTA San Andreas, which is currently sat on my desk as we speak with all my other PS2 games because I'm that old fashioned. But like the amazing thing was that um, when I found out GTA 5 finally came out on PC, I was so happy because I was like, yes, I can finally play it. Like, you know, so yeah, I'm currently reading into this, but the OpenVI program that let people change or mod the game's basic elements aided cheats. Like Take Two claimed, or whatever, who the hell Take Two is. But yeah, people are actually protesting about it, which I find amazing. But yeah, in response, players wrote thousands of negative reviews of the game, and more than 77,000 signed a petition calling for Open 4 to be left alone. That's actually really cool. Um, so GTA creator Rockstar also put pressure on Take Two to change its mind. In a message placed on GTA 5 chat forums, Rockstar said discussions with Take Two had led to ending the legal action. Wait, what? We're getting mods back, I think, because they were like actually taking legal action. They were gonna sue the creators of Open 4, even though like the guy who created it was like, "Don't worry, I'm gonna remove it because there's no point of fighting." The roar blew up last week when the lead developer of Open Force said the mod kit was being withdrawn because it had been threatened with legal action by Take Two. At the same time, Take Two took action that led to the closure of 3 sites that advertised themselves as a way for people to cheat when playing online versions of the game. Open 4 does not affect online. I just want to say that Open 4 doesn't affect online. It has always just affected single player, um, because it goes by like the Russian laws of modding or something like that. I can't remember. These extras let people get huge amounts of in-game cash and easily obtain. Right. So basically, I don't know if they're still taking legal action actually because it doesn't say. But like Open 4 doesn't affect online. Um, but Take Two and Rockstar, they're taking legal action against um, sites that like mod GTA 5 like to affect the online to help players basically cheat and gain money, because money, like online money and online currency and everything else on GTA 5 that requires you to sign into Rockstar social clubs and pay with an actual credit card, um, they all because basically, like, let's say I worked at a shop and there's a freaking ice cream truck outside. God. Okay, so let's say I owned a shop, for instance, and I was just like, come in and take whatever the frick you want. You know, that's basically what they're assuming it is, because like you buy the initial disc, sure, and that costs what, like between 20 to 50 pound. I don't know how many dollars that is. Unfortunately, I can't be asked pulling out a calculator. Um, but it's like basically, I forgot where I was because of the freaking ice cream truck. Um, but Open 4 only affected story mode. People were modding online didn't use Open 4. When modding online, in fact, they use it so they can not pay Rockstar to gain money, and instead, like, illegally, technically illegally, got money. So yeah, um, so uh, oh, users of Open4 said Take-Two was wrong to regard the mod kit as a cheating tool because it was designed to work only with single-player versions of GTA, like I've just stated. In its forum message, Rockstar acknowledged this distinction and said its uh, discussion with Take-Two had meant the publisher had now agreed that it will generally not take legal action against third-party projects involving Rockstar's PC games that are single-player, non-commercial, and respect uh, intellectual property (IP) rights of third parties. So Rockstar said believed reasonably fan creatively that let fans show their passion for its games. So it doesn't look like Open4 is going to get removed then. I don't know. Take-Two's decision was also influenced by Open4's creators promising to work harder to stop the kit being used by people to cheat in online versions of GTA. So they're basically improving the code and everything. Um, so that's a good thing. That's actually a good thing to know. Um, I'm surprised. But yeah, I thought I'd throw some GTA 5 news in, um, because of the fact, well, GTA 5 updates like every month. In fact, speaking of which, let's check out. Uh, God, I'm an idiot. I need to check out the new GTA Online update. I think it was the gun running update. I can't remember. Let's see. The E3 2017. Uh, yeah, the gun running. So basically, gun running I haven't started yet because if you follow the progression series, and in fact, if you're seeing in the background, my progress is really slow in this because I can't be bothered playing. I can't be bothered like jumping into online, and whenever I do, I have to record because like I said in the first episode, I got banned and reset. So, like, yeah, and I'm doing stuff on camera mainly to show, oh yeah, I was doing it without cheating because I did mod the story mode, but unfortunately I wasn't using Open4 because I remembered about Open4 after I got banned. But when I got banned, like, because I basically was like, oh, these mods work on online. Okay, time to remove these. After I removed them, I got removed from GTA 5 like an hour after I removed them. So basically, you can, yes, start a separate mission as a CEO and whatnot. Uh, Sorry, I'm just skim reading this because there's so much. Oh yeah, there's really cool stuff. So we're getting like well, I say we are getting, even though it's already out. Basically, there's this awesome motorcycle thing that can like glide, um, and it has like rocket boosters and stuff. And a front mounted machine gun. Didn't know that. Ooh, and you could actually upgrade the machine gun to be missiles if you can't aim with it. Add some MK2 weapons, upgrades, a new clothing, tattoos, haircuts. Yeah, I'm actually checking out the full patch notes because I've not read into this new update. Because I was thinking about what to do for the fourth episode since the audio was corrupted for it, and I don't want people to just be sat there watching like a couple clips of me like playing GTA. And God, that is so much stuff. I can't be arsed reading into all of that. You think I'm kidding? I'm not because even though yeah, sure, I'm trying to fill in like an hour's space of time, and I've already done it for like 40 minutes. It's like yeah. So I'm checking out some more E3 stuff. Uh, all right, so here's some games that are coming out. So we're getting right PES 2018, and I just clicked my wrist. PES 2018, don't care. Super Mario Odyssey, don't care. The Artful Escape of Francis Vendetti. I have no idea what that is, and so I'll check that out in a sec. Strange Brigade, don't know what that is. Assassin's Creed Origins, yeah. I don't care about any Mario stuff. Shadow of War, I found out about this a couple weeks ago, and I've wanted to be reading into this. Crackdown 3, I think I've played Crackdown before. I can't remember. Oh my God, The Crew's getting a sequel. I freaking love The Crew, even though I've barely played it. So okay, so it looks like it's going to be a really crap game. Wow. I'm looking at screenshots of it, and it's like a 2D game. Right, the difference is that. Right way. This may seem a bold statement for the game, like any other scrolling platformer. The difference is, as opposed to the suffocating darkness and isolation of Little Nightmares or kid-friendly Prozac-driven happiness of Super Lucky Tales and 1930s animation weirdest of Cuphead. Vinendi is more psychedelic tone. Yeah, I've no. Basically, it looks like a trippy side scroller. That's all it is. And don't get me wrong, it looks interesting. It's not my thing. The Strange Brigade looks like it's going to be some like Uncharted, uh, A Team, ball fondlers thing. Um, I say that because Rick and Morty's coming out later this month, and I can't wait for it. But it looks like it's going to be uh, kind of set on an island with a bunch of mummies and zombies and whatnot. Oh, it's made by a UK game company who've made Sniper Elite. Wow. Uh, let's see. So it features a cast of 4 characters with their own special ability and base loadout, and pits with them against various hordes of the undead. Right. The only difference between the two is that you're fighting Egyptian mummies. Ooh, instead of undead Nazis. Yes, because many zombie games feature undead Nazis. Even the slightly ham-fisted intro to the game, which offers an old-school black and white mysterious wonders of the world vibe, uh, that is pretty cool. I actually look like this game looks really interesting. Um, right, the campaign is a completely different experience picking the academic class. I fell into battle with a completely different set of weapons to what I expected. Uh, in all honesty, it looks really cool. Um, Shadow of War, I kind of want to read later. Oh, yes, this is Crackdown 3. Yes, it actually looks pretty good. Not gonna lie. Crackdown 3 will launch November 7th, uh, 20 days before my birthday, which will be cool. Uh, Microsoft's been harping on Crackdown 3 for feels like for yeah. No wonder this name rung a bell, because people have been waiting for Crackdown 3 for so long. And okay, the trailer has Terry Crews in it by the looks of it, and I freaking love Terry Crews in gaming trailers. Where let me just see this. Oh, right, so he's playing one of the main characters by the looks of it, because there's a couple images here with like all the characters. Once I find it, there we are. Uh, he's he's playing one of the characters. It looks like he's playing uh, Commander Jackson. Sorry, this trailer looks cool because it's got Terry Crews in it, and Terry Crews is hilarious. Um, so the crew. Uh, oh, so there's going to be cars, boats, and planes. That'll be awesome. Yeah, it looks pretty cool. Okay, yeah, just the images are amazing. And to wrap this off, Shadow of War, the sequel to Middle Earth: Shadow of Mordor, a game which I freaking love because I've practically, I'd say like I've completed I've beaten all of Sauron's army. I just can't be asked doing the story because it involves going into Gollum's cave, and I hate that. But yeah, it looks really cool. In fact, I say when I said to wrap it up, to actually wrap it up, because there's this game that I discovered uh, that came out about 2 days ago, like from the day that I'm recording this, which is the 14th of the 7th. Sorry to put a date on this because you're probably going to see how inconsistent I am with my uploads. But basically, um, thingy, I forgot what it's called now. I need to like open up Steam and check. In fact, where um, I forgot what it's called, and it's really bothering me now. It's this awesome Super Meat Boy kind of sequel, which looks really cool, and I really want to get it because it looks like I'm going to have fun playing it. Because for those of you who don't know, I'm a huge Super Meat Boy enthusiast, and by that I mean I've played through most of Super Meat Boy. In fact, I'm actually gonna check now. Uh, right, I'm actually checking this. Uh, duh, 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 duh. All right, let me check out this guy. Oh, games develop. Oh, that's it. The end is nigh. Yes, it's basically created by the guy who created Super Meat Boy and The Binding of Isaac, and it's basically like a Super Meat Boy sequel where you play as like a little blob that jumps from wall to wall and whatnot. But yeah, those are like all the games I'm looking forward to this year. And I can't be bothered going through all of this, but like you get a basic gist that this year for gaming, it's going to be pretty decent. Um, and overall, I hope most of you guys, I hope people get what the games that they ask